When I go to the casino room.
Welcome to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co-host, Darren in LA.
What's goody two shoes?
How y'all been?
Kicking it.
You know.
Life's good. Life's good out here in Vegas, baby.
Oh, yeah, you did go to Vegas. How's that?
It's fucking fantastic, bro. I've lost all my money, but it's fucking fantastic.
Bro, is it hot out there?
Bro, you see the tank?
I was about to say, everybody, we wearing hoodies. We wearing hoodies indoors, and he wearing a tank.
You see the tank, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
We over here, bro. We at Planet Hollywood, just off the strip. We got the Gucci store outside. We got everything you could possibly want. I still got to try they got a Chick-fil-A outside that's open till 2 a.m., but today's Sunday, praise the Lord. So they still closed.
True, yeah.
But they do have one outside. So first thing in the mornings, before we go and back to the homeland, we definitely gonna have to stop by.
I felt that. You up?
No, they took me for everything I had at that blackjack table yesterday, man. I was doing good. Like I was up like almost $400 on Friday night. I think it was Friday night. We went to the other casinos like outside of the resort.
Yeah.
Like I was hitting blackjacks like all get out, and they got the little roulette thing. So like it spin the wheel, and then that's the modifier based on how much you put on the blackjack bet. So like if you put 5 and you got a 10 multiplier, you got $50 back. So I was just throwing 5s and 10s on there. I got like 7 blackjacks in a row. I was like, come on, baby.
I can't blame you on that. Those games get interesting.
I went back yesterday, got cracked. I didn't get 121. The 121 I did get, this bitch got a 7 card 21.
That's incredible.
That's
Scepter bounced.
Boom. Yeah, that's crazy.
I went
the
back,
dealer got a 7 card 21?
Yes, the dealer did.
7 cards. I ain't hear that before. 7 card 21.
So it might have been 6. I'm sorry.
Even then, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of cards.
I was still hot. So I left, tried to chill out, came back, and then there was some people who just didn't know how to play, and like the dealer wasn't saying shit to them. Like dealer had 12 facing, everybody else had like 16. One girl had 19, and this bitch hit on 19, and the dealer said, "Okay." I was like, "Hold on,
Yeah.
aren't you gonna tell them what the books say?" She said, "Oh, it's their money. You can't tell them how to play, or you're gonna have to leave from the table." I was like, "But bro, like that's like y'all are robbing these people."
Yeah, they are.
That's what casinos do.
I mean, the house wins.
That's immoral. Like I get it. If the house wins, if you knew how to play and you thought you was really about to get an ace on a 19 or a 2, if you really thought that shit, cool, go for it. But y'all first time in Vegas, y'all 21, y'all drunk, y'all just want to say hit it. No, I got $300 on this bet and you about to fuck it up. And sure enough, that bitch got a 21, and everybody got up off the table.
Fuck that. That's crazy.
Fucked it up.
Crazy. Now, that's some crazy
But, easy come, easy go, right? I'm going to bubble it back tonight, or I'm stealing the series wallet. How y'all been this weekend, though? How's the weather in Columbus?
It ain't bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad. You don't got to wear a coat all the time, maybe at night, but you good overall.
Just the way I like it. That's perfect weather. Perfect Columbus.
Like, it's good.
I went outside in this beater and these swim trunks since we was about to go to the pool, and this one lady came up to me. She was in this whole jacket. She's like, "You not cold, baby?" I'm like, "Nah, I run hot." She said, "Shit, it must be nice to be young." I was like, "Baby, you're not a day over 18. Come on." I like Vegas. I might not come back. I've been working from home.
I told you, bro. It's a different world, bro. It's a different world out there. Look, man. Look, I got the text from you a little while ago. I was like, "Dang, man, I gotta move to Vegas." This is the first words that came out of my mouth.
I fucking love this place. What's new? What's new in the world?
What's going on, Rob?
So here's my thing, bro. This is nothing new. I think all white people are racist.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Hot.
All of them?
He says.
I think all white people are racist. I think we have to point all white people are racist.
I know some white people who are racist, but
I live with white people. I think white people are racist. I think all of them are.
He said he was coming in hot, but I didn't see that coming. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do it. Let me hear this.
What made you come up with that this week?
I need the hypothesis, the proven facts. I need all of it.
Come on.
At the end of the day, systemically, white people just have the advantage in this.
You know that.
That'll make them racist.
Hold on, watch this though.
Okay, flip it on me.
That does not make them racist. What makes it racist is it's like, how should I say this? It's a systemic racism and not be able to change the systemic racism to benefit everybody. And if you don't want to change the structure of the country, no matter if you're with this or against this, it automatically makes you racist.
Racist against what? And which way are you using the word racist? Because I feel like I have a different understanding of the word racist.
Yeah, I go by the dictionary version of you think your race is superior than somebody else's.
Correct.
I don't think I think you can show racism in many different forms besides.
I mean, you can show it. You can show it in different ways, but I guess
which way are you saying they're more privileged, more
because
easily able to access things?
You can. I feel like you can think you're better than somebody, but not look down upon them or be mean to them or deny them job opportunities. I think that's completely fair. I think that's just America, in like as a whole.
Oh, I completely becomes a problem. The job shit.
Yeah, it becomes a problem when you're acting upon the racism. When you say you can't drink at this water fountain because you're black, you can't eat in our restaurants because you're black. You could think you're better than me, but not allow me to do certain things because of the color of my skin or get a job because of the color of my skin is kind of gross.
You know, I've been on the other side of that. I've gotten a job as a diversity candidate hire, and it is a blessing and a curse sometimes when it was going on, because yes, you get the job that you wanted, but you were the diversity hire. You were there because you are black, and it's a shitty situation to be in because you want to help, you want to contribute to the team. You know, you're trying to learn, you're trying to ramp up, and then you're the diversity hire. You try to go anywhere else in a different position, you go anywhere in a different area, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have anything available for you right now."
That's true. Yeah.
What they called that something? What was it called? It was like a law.
I'm talking about affirmative action.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah. Affirmative action.
Yeah.
Is affirmative action racist?
It's meant to benefit us, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Look,
it's time. Watch this.
So when we talk about, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, right? But when we talk about affirmative action, we're talking about, let's go back further. Let's go back to before they integrated everything. People say that was it kind of destroyed the black home, start in the black economy, the black dollar at that point. Because before, you stayed with your person, you stayed with your mate, you worked. We had a black economy. We had, before it got massacred and they torched it and killed people, we had the Tulsa stock market, black stock market. And we had all of this. And then everything changed. You stopped going to the person who got your groceries or who's the neighborhood grocer. You went to Walmart. You went to Myers. You went to these big chains. So it's kind of the second rush of the Industrial Revolution, in a sense. Not the Industrial Revolution, I guess. You gave black people jobs in other places and made them spend their dollar in different places. It destroyed the black dollar. So with affirmative action, you can also say that in a different way. You're pigeonholing back in black people just to get more money from the government. I think that's what affirmative action really was. Like when you get more money if you hire a black person, right? But you keeping that person in one spot. They can't move.
Yeah, but here's the thing about affirmative action. I think you can make an argument. We don't need it today. I think you can make a strong argument for that. But there's a reason why it was implemented. Because people weren't hiring people because of the color of their skin. Correct. At the end of the day, that's why it was happening. Just like the rule,
Rooney rule in the NFL.
The rule, you have to hire. You have to interview a black coach. At least one black minority candidate. Because black coaches and minority coaches weren't getting head coaching jobs. There's a reason why it was implemented. But the reason I asked if it was racist is a lot of white people think it's racist that about affirmative action because they feel like they're quote unquote losing jobs because of it. Because you're
white
not hiring
people
because
feel
of
like they're going to lose jobs with anything. That's the same reason why they want to stop the immigration of illegal Mexicans that enter the country. But I'm gonna be real with you. I had a professor in college that said something very profound. He said, "Y'all took Texas from them people. That's their country. That's their state just as much as it's yours." Like, and it makes sense. It kind of makes sense when you hear it. Like, it's like, look, if you're going to be a nation that say we stand on morals that anybody could come into this country and you got the American dream. You can go after it, or you could just work a job, and the American dream is still just working a job and providing for your family and knowing that you don't got to get killed walking out the house, and you're protected by certain laws. But the thing is, they kicked them people out. They killed them people and kicked them out of their own state and said this is our territory, and now they getting mad at them for coming in and doing the jobs that they're not even going to do. That's the problem.
Don't even
come on, come on. There's so many jobs that are going to require this country growing still, because you're out west right now. It's a desert out there, right? It's a desert, and when you were flying over it, you probably saw just green ass land. Eventually,
I didn't know what I saw. I was confused. Me and the Siri was looking out the window. I'm like, what is this?
It's little, like it's farm and it's a lot of stuff, but this land is going to eventually, it's going to have to grow. We can't stay. The New York cities can't sustain that many people. That's why you see so many people come into Columbus right now. They're leaving New York because of COVID. They leave in LA because of COVID. They're coming to Columbus. They're coming to Charlotte and North Carolina. They're going to Arizona and Phoenix. They're leaving these places because these cities can't sustain them, or they're just become too dangerous or too something else. And which is now you're starting to see Columbus growing.
Yeah, and you got to think, people in New York, people, me and Darren know, New York people, they're like right on top of you all the time. It's during the pandemic, that is not the place to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But just to play white devil's advocate about your immigration point, those same white people would say that the job thing isn't their only issue with it. There's multiple different issues. They would say they would bring up drugs. Them bringing drugs.
Americans
into
love
America
drugs.
and selling.
Go ahead, keep going. Americans love drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, Darren. But we don't need drugs. We don't need cocaine.
Hey, hold up, time out.
I feel differently because they make billions of dollars.
I was about to say, so not only that, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, we don't need that shit. We need to drink water. We need to drink shit. We don't drink Gatorade unless you're supposed to be working out to replace the electrolytes. So
the
government made crack. I don't want to hear it.
I think there's a clear difference between a drug like cocaine, an addicting drug like cocaine, than Gatorade or any type of bad health food.
I think that's 100% wrong, because when we see obesity in this country,
have you seen my 600
exactly?
pound life?
I was just watching that this weekend too. Nah, for real, I got caught watching that. Nah, bro.
That's literally like the worst case scenario.
That's very common.
It's for example, in America.
Last episode,
last
episode we was talking about Kevin Samuels, and how many women say, like, he'll literally break them down. Hey, what do you rate yourself?
Not one woman that on that show has ever been over 400 pounds.
Nah, that's extreme. But we're talking about
400.
I literally just saw an episode where he asked the girl, how big were you? And she said, at one point I was 350. Yes, 350. And then she cut down to 250. And it's cool. Like we respect the fact that you're cutting down, but at your height, you're supposed to be a smaller. So let's not talk, like, obesity is a thing in this country.
But don't act like she wasn't curvy.
Though. I don't know. I didn't see her body.
That 250 probably looked good on her.
I don't think I saw her body.
You could tell what she looked like. But, you know Whitney? You remember Whitney? That's what her body looked like.
Nah.
Whitney is allegedly a fake name we're using. It's not a real name. Don't Google no Whitneys.
But yeah, bro. Back to the topic. I think black people also need therapy in this country, because one thing that I'm starting to notice, and I'll even say it for myself, like, people,
mental health
it's one thing, because I get what you're saying. It's when you walk out the house, you see white privilege. And to convince a white person that they see that, it's like it's hard for them to see it. So then I had a roommate in college. I remember having a conversation with him, and he was like, he's a white dude. He was like, yeah, real cool dude. Came up from like humble beginnings, but he was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I have to, I'm gonna use it when I can. I'm gonna use my white privilege when I can to get what I want.
And not to cut you off, and they would be stupid not
exactly. To. But it's something. But it's traumatizing for a black person to see that shit every day. To me anyway.
When you say we need therapy, what do you mean by that?
I got a perfect example of that white privilege shit. We went out the other night. We went to Fremont Street. I can't remember. Everybody drinking, everybody smoking, everybody having a good time. They got like 40 cops just going through the strip up and down where we was. And like the light had turned red. And one of these, there was a black dude on one side of the street, and then there was a white dude on the other side of the street. And they both walked on the road while the light turned green and cars almost hit them. All the police went straight to the black man and asked him for ID, asked him what he was smoking, doing all this shit. And there was, I shit you not, a white dude doing the exact same thing, no more than 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this what a time.
And it's crazy. It's hard for people to see that when everybody having a good time. Like when
I was right there.
I'm talking about
I was yelling. I was like, y'all don't see him? I'm
talking about exactly.
If y'all gonna get booty, I need y'all to get him.
You try to convince the cops or another white person that to see that it's not in their eyesight. They would be like, no, he was wrong too. And it's like, no, you're going to get both of them if you're going to do the situation.
He wasn't trying to hear none of that shit I was saying. He wasn't hearing none of that yang out my mouth.
I don't, and to Rob's opening point, I don't think that all white people are racist, but I do have a theory, not even a theory, but I came up with the fact that a couple years ago, all white people know somebody who is racist. They all, but here's the thing about it. And here's the real courage part of what you're asking. Do you have the balls to call that person out on their bullshit? If you don't, then you're no better than them. It's just the fact of the matter. I'm not calling you racist, but I'm telling you the fact that
you turn a blind eye.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I remember, I'll leave the person out. Their girlfriend was telling me. They was like, yeah, my dad said something racist at a Cheesecake Factory, right? And he had to lean in and say it.
The factory?
Yeah, he had to lean in and say it because it was some black people like near him, and he was looking around making sure like they didn't hear him. And they just laughed with it instead of just, hey, what the fuck, nigga? I'm trying to have a good meal. You sitting here saying some dumb shit like that. Nobody want to hear that shit. But to that statement,
you want this chicken parmesan on your fucking chest?
Nah,
what's wrong with niggas, bro?
Man, I don't get it. I don't get how that comes up in conversation, but at the same time.
Speaking of fucking niggas, there was this, you know how you have the mask on and shit, yep. You know, mask gang or whatever. So I'm sitting down at the casino. I just ordered this Gordon Ramsay fucking burger. You know, I'm about to make love of this bitch. And I take my mask down. I bite into this juicy burger and the shit coming down my mouth. I'm looking fat as fuck. Everything all on me. And this security guard gonna come up and tell me something. I need you to put your mask on. I'm holding this burger with 2 hands. I'm like, I'm like, what you mean? So I'm like, whatever, bro. He's fucking around. Maybe I put my burger down. I got these gold wings made by Gordon Ramsay his fucking self. $40 a wing.
Damn.
But this was when I was up. It was like $20 for like 5 of them or whatever. I'm dipping it inside of the blue cheese. I eat this bitch. It's delicious. I'm in the third heaven right now. Different security guard. Sir, you need to put your mask on in between bites.
In between bites. That's funny. I wondered if he was gonna say that stupid ass shit.
Mind you, this nigga said this to me with his mask off. He took his mask off to tell me this. And so I'm chewing my food, and there's like a group of black kids behind me. They're like 21, 22, whatever. And so they were like, bro, what is wrong with him? I was like, I don't know what to tell him. Like, I still have food in my mouth. I was like, oh, bro, man. Like, I'm trying to eat my chicken wings. He's like, bro, we've been here for like 20 minutes with no food, no mask. He didn't say a word to us. I was like, it must be because I'm by myself. So they got up and they sat with me. We was kicking it, whatever. Dude came back and looked at me. I was like, oh, you want my mask on? He looked at us and just walked away. I think what the thing is when we by ourselves or separated, they try to pick on us. Whereas if we, that group mentality or we in gangs, we're a threat.
That is some cowardly shit. And once again, I get to my statement of this is the country of the home of the free and brave or some shit. Help me out with this.
whatever the nigga said. I don't know.
Home of
the free and brave or some shit like that. It's cowards here, bro. There's too many cowards here. There's too many people claiming to be brave on the internet or just on one-on-one, bro. You're a coward. Or you got backup. It's cowardly, bro. There's too many cowards here, bro. And people, I'm saying this to the internet, to everybody watching. Anybody that will watch this, check yourself. Check and look, it's okay to be a coward, but don't go looking for shit. Don't be a coward that go look for shit. Coward down.
Will peel your cat back.
Exactly. And they don't give a fuck if you got backup. They don't give a fuck. They will take them too. And they don't give a fuck. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, stop being cowardly. Stop being cowards in this country. Please. It is not right.
And the craziest part is, the black people are some of like the nicest people.
Bro, to the point that
I just met a nigga on the elevator. We went to go smoke a blunt outside. Oh, can't say that on there. But he's from Columbus, was kicking it. Just random. Off the strength of being from Columbus.
Bro, it's bro, and I think that's okay, so then we about to go into a rant. We about to go into a rant for real. I'm sorry, y'all.
Let's get through these topics. Get through the topics real quick. Come back. Circle back to it.
Y'all. Black History Month just passed. I'm gonna leave it at that. Black History Month just passed.
It's always Black History Month,
true,
baby.
But I seen black people love white people in this country. They love white people.
My girl's white.
But we love white people, right? We'll spend our money with them. I seen black people commit white privilege. That's why I'll put it in my commit white privilege in Black History Month. I'll leave it at that. Let's go to the next topic.
No, hold on. Slow down. You're not about to get away with that. I want to know. What was it?
I just saw shit. I'm leaving it at that. No,
Tell us.
Leave it at that. Let's go to the next topic.
I didn't know what that means.
Put it on your Instagram.
Did they go to Starbucks? They skip a Starbucks?
Nah, I just seen. Like when I say commit white privilege, I mean just give in to like.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that means.
I don't know. Explain it, y'all. I don't know. Explain it.
They was just smoking in public, and when the cop says shit, be like, "It's Black History Month."
No, not like that. Totally opposite. Like,
what is it?
I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. It's an over support of white people in Black History Month, and they're not even recognizing their own people. They're looking over their own people to support white people.
You're talking about like token people?
No, these are niggas. These are like some people like who are like. I'll leave it at that. Let's go next topic.
All right, what's next?
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
We'll talk about it a little fair.
I want to talk about 2 Chainz, Lil Baby, Quavo, and who else?
Was that shit good? Harlow? I saw that shit on YouTube.
I didn't see it.
I didn't click on it. I saw it
on World Star.
It looked interesting as fuck though. That seems like a pretty damn good idea. Is there a bunch of rappers that play basketball?
We can like watch it and
yo, Rob, can you pull it up?
Put it on here, or is it going to be choppy?
It might be shitty like it was last.
All I know is
because it's not going to be through YouTube.
All right, well, we can just like read the highlights, see what they say. What's Twitter saying about it?
Lil Baby,
what they got to say
Lil Baby and Jack Harlow was both trending for a minute, but
well, man,
I know Lil Baby missed a free throw, kind of bad, but it is like he a rapper. I'm not judging him for his jump shot and stuff.
Can y'all hear?
Oh, you put it up. Okay, got you. Go ahead. Nah.
Can y'all hear
it? Hell no.
I don't need to hear it. Let's see.
Oh, it's moving though. Oh, go Tit.
Chainz?
Damn, Tit. Okay.
Bro, the traffic in that. I forgot the traffic in Atlanta got to be crazy this weekend, bro.
This nigga not even play defense, yo. He just standing there.
Yeah, you can't leave Quavo open. That's a problem.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Look at Jack with the V.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, he's just too tall, bro. You can't. Yeah.
Quavo, get out of here. Out your Jack. This is wild. Okay, he got layup game. Baby is not doing what he need to do, huh?
So I'm assuming they did this to replace the Celebrity All-Star game?
I guess. I ain't watched nothing this weekend, bro.
I didn't even know the All-Star game was today.
Yeah.
Is it today?
I don't know what time it's
God, we get
but they're doing everything today.
Everything. The slam dunk contest.
What time it start?
We probably missed one right now. Or probably just about to start. Probably around 5 or something.
All right. So who won this? How the end look?
I'm pretty sure Jack and them won.
Oh.
Quavo Jack.
Oh man. They need to come out a new strand. Honcho Jack. Or what's his name? Oh, they already got that. They gotta come out with something. I think it's something about that shit.
Man.
Damn, 2 Chainz only made 7 points. That boy used to hoop, didn't he?
Bro, you ain't gotta. Bro, your teammate's supposed to help out too, man.
Yeah, you're only supposed to count on your teammate for one. That's what I heard.
Where's Jack Harlow from? Kentucky or something?
No, I think he's from Ohio. Actually, I could be wrong.
No way. If Jack Harlow was from Ohio, we would have been knew about that. Really? He's from Kentucky. He's from Shelbyville,
I have
Kentucky.
No idea where that is. I have no idea where that is.
Gerald, if he was from Ohio, we wouldn't know he was from
about that. There's a lot of artists, a lot of artists there.
A lot of people.
Yo, dude.
Do you know what? You know?
Did you? I just now hit me. Welcome home, Bobby Shmurda. I don't think we said that. Welcome home, Bobby Shmurda, bro.
Bobby,
for real.
That's the name of this episode.
Man, welcome home, bro. Welcome home.
That's the name of this episode. That's the name of this episode.
Bobby's back.
I guarantee you, he
got
does,
any music out.
He's gonna be the best artist this decade.
You think so? Just come out of jail.
I think he's gonna have one song that just go crazy soon. Though, watch.
He's gonna have that. He's gonna have that one single that goes crazy, and I guarantee his album is gonna have all the features.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, everybody's
gonna want to do a feature with dude. His next 2 to 3 albums are gonna be crazy. I hope they all live up to the hype.
They gotta do the Bobby remix.
Bro, about a week ago, man. Somebody said that shit when he was home after a week. They was like, Bobby came home about a week ago. I was like, y'all crazy, man. Oh man, but yeah, man, I'm happy for him.
Got out about a week ago. Oh man, that night used to be lit for them, bro.
I'm happy for him, bro. He also
good for him.
Did you see the food that he had the first day he came back?
I can imagine. No, I don't keep up with shit.
Look, man.
What he had?
They cooked him a meal, not a meal like this is a welcome home party.
4-course dinner.
Bigger. This is like platters of food, bro. And I was like, dang,
do it big for Bobby, baby.
Honestly, jail don't get you big, bro. Dude got big, like swole in jail. Yeah,
I bet. All you got to do is you got nothing but time to do push-ups, sit-ups, and pray.
Yeah,
and rap
in his case. Yeah. Man, it's so crazy.
I feel
it's crazy to see the
Excuse me.
I know nobody did this shit, but the comparison of Tekashi and Bobby is just so day and night, bro. So day and night.
They got a documentary coming out on Tekashi, don't they? I'm a movie head. I'm pretty sure they got a documentary coming out on him, and like how the whole trial went down, and how he got Treyway locked up. All this shit.
I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna watch that whole shit.
What is it on? Is it on MTV or something, or what is it?
I have no idea what's on, but the way I'm gonna watch it just because that sounds actually kind of good. I actually kind of.
Is he in it?
I want to see how it all went down.
Is he talking in it?
I believe he narrates it. I believe. I'm not sure. I believe he does.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah. That's kind of stupid. That sounds.
Well, I mean, like it's him telling the story, and then they use footage and whatnot of whatever.
He's gonna be like, you don't understand, This is what happened. This is what happened. I don't know how they call me a snitch. I'm not no snitch. But
unless it's Morgan Freeman narrating it, I really don't want to hear any other.
After the 21 Savage, he ain't gonna do that for Tekashi. He said what he said. He said, snitch. He said, snitch ain't a bad person. It's just a person that saw a crime that wasn't involved in that life, and they decided to do it. They decided to say something. But a rat, that's just a fucking rat. Period. And then went into that. I was like, oh yeah, that's just true though, bro. You can't, bro. You can't.
That was a good fucking album. That was a good fucking album.
Is it album of the year?
It could have been. It definitely could have been.
When did it come out?
Came out
When did it
last
come
year,
out?
though. Yeah, last year,
Last year.
2020.
What time? When last year?
Like,
2020.
late.
End of
Like
2020.
November,
I want to say
October,
October.
November, December, something like that.
Yeah.
But Morgan Freeman, when you got Morgan Freeman narrating it, and he says that about you,
It's
I don't like
unstoppable.
6ix9ine ain't coming back from that. That's too legendary of a track. It's too legendary. And then you got YG coming, bro.
Snitches and motherfuckers.
I'm surprised he can't have a fan base right now. He's going, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna be in debt to whoever he signed with, because he's not gonna make that money back. He's just not.
He just got to go with all the Nicki fans. The Nicki fans still love him.
That's weird.
I mean, Nicki Minaj is on like what most of his hit songs.
She's on at least 2.
Yeah, like,
And she got off on both. She knew her thing. I love Nicki. Nicki's so underrated. When Nicki spits, she's
Nicki's
like top
not
5.
underrated.
You think
She's
so?
not underrated.
She's mad underrated.
I love Nicki Minaj. She got
As like a rapper,
Bro,
she's mad underrated
they
because she
think.
who's more. Who's
I was about to
rated
say
higher than her?
right now, who's rated higher than her? That's what I'm saying.
all the males.
No, she can rap with the males. She can rap with most males. So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think she's
top
properly
5.
rated because we put her in there with the people that she rap with.
Nah, she gets the same disrespect Drake gets about the whole pop.
That's bullshit. No,
So she's bringing that bread in, bro.
I'll
Sing
say
that pop,
but
baby girl. You don't gotta. She don't gotta spit bars every track. That pop shit gets her paid because white people buy that shit. The Barbie girls, they buy that shit. You know who's playing that shit in the clubs over and over
She got
again?
loyal fans. She got extremely loyal fans.
Like, they playing that shit.
Loyal fans. I respect it. I think.
And they all went off when Travis Scott dropped that album. And
Think
they
about
was
this,
talking
though.
about.
No, you're right. Go finish your point.
Like when
Your
Travis
favorite
Scott dropped the album and like the special editions came with the concert tickets.
She was hot.
And she was hot. She's like, bro, how you gonna sell it with the merch and the tickets at the same time? Like the only reason you got more album sales than me is because of that shit. And I mean, she's not wrong, but you gotta be smart about the shit.
I mean, everything's about how you play the game. And the thing is, I don't blame Travis because he's in a business minded family.
That was Kylie.
I was about to say he's in a business minded family
Kylie
right
who
now.
did
So
it.
that's completely how the game works.
They're not together no more.
No, but I'm saying at the time they probably had some knowledge transfers at some point because her makeup brand was coming out while he was making his last album, right? Not this past one, but the one before that.
Wait, what you mean they not together?
Him and Kylie broke up.
What?
Yeah, they're not
How
together.
do I not notice? I mean, I don't keep up with this, but how do I not notice?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been a while.
It was probably like a month or two after, a couple months after she became a billionaire.
Yeah, allegedly.
Oh, what do you mean allegedly? You don't believe she's a true billionaire?
Forbes said it was alleged.
Oh, word? I didn't know that.
Forbes said it was alleged because she wasn't able to verify it or something. And her dispute was, oh, there's so many other things going in the world that I can't believe people have time to investigate and how much money I have. I'm like, bro, if you're a billionaire, say that shit. If you're not, get the fuck off my phone.
Wait,
she's probably close enough.
She probably.
Y'all
is
heard about the
enough.
Kanye and Kim divorce that's about to happen?
Yeah,
we're late on that. How do you feel about that?
I mean,
it
was bound to happen. He's not built for that lifestyle, bro. That reality TV lifestyle. He's not built for that.
He took the purple pill. He getting out.
I don't think he took the purple pill. I think Kim's leaving.
I think so too. That's a fucked up thing.
Well, he was in a bad place. You know, like I said, mental health is a bitch. It's a real thing. You got to take care of yourself. And you know, he was in a good place, and she got him more close to a better place, I believe. And now they're finding their own even ways, and I think that's the best way they could have went about it. Because if he was in a state of manic or depression or anything like that, and she had pulled that switch, we wouldn't have Ye no more, bro. I'm telling you. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did work out. I'm glad they separating peacefully. Nothing but love and respect to both of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, both of them do well. Because the sucky part is they have kids.
Yeah.
And you don't want to.
I mean,
it's probably gonna be tough on them,
bro. Let's be honest about it, bro. Ye's are probably on tour 11 out of 12 months of the year. Kim K's always doing something. I'm not saying she's not at home with the kids, but those kids are with nannies or family. Let's say 60%, 70% of the time. Like they're getting top notch education though. They're being taken care of. They probably get physical education, everything that you could possibly need. But they're not. They're probably not going to be with their parents all the time anyway. You know, summer vacations types deals and shit. But like when you're a rich kid, like life is a different thing. Life is different.
And the crazy thing is, people want that lifestyle, but people when you get older, you don't want it. You know, you get older, you look back, you be like, nah, I'm good. I'm happy. I grew up in.
Explain that. Go ahead.
I mean,
because I would love to. I would love if my mom. Let's say my mom made like $40 million,
but she's working for it consistently, and she's not at home. That fucks with you.
She's not at home. We have a big ass house and probably like a nanny take care of me. I'll probably see her once every couple weeks.
I mean, I grew up with my mom and my dad. Bro, they both worked hard, but it was still dinner time. I still get to see them exactly. I feel like that. I don't know if that's just normal to me or I just think that's normal.
It's got to have some side effects, bro. Like imagine like you get to see you get to see your mom twice a week, but then again. In their defense, we have all this technology now. We have FaceTime. We have like they probably communicate every hour, every other hour in between shoots, in between songs.
Or they there.
Like they probably are really.
Or they're there. Like for all we know, they with the kids. Like the kids are with them all the time until like it's like okay, you gotta go home because you gotta go to bed. Like this is about to be a nightlife type thing, and you can't stay out. Like I can see them being with them all day. Like let's go shopping. I want to be with my kids. Even if they're in school, like with the teacher, they probably just like let's say if just randomly, let's say it's an actor. Let's say you on set. Would it be really crazy to have your kid, you know, when they're young.
If you're Will Smith,
but when they get older.
If you're Will Smith, no.
True.
Well, that's how Will Smith didn't.
Well, I don't know. Until they got older, I don't know if those kids went to school. I don't know if Willow and Jaden went to actual like school, like private or public. I don't know. I don't know any of this.
If I was rich and famous, and you know anybody could just grab my child, I would be paranoid. Yeah. I'll be terrified. I would make sure they're homeschooled. I would make sure they're private school. Gonna have a guard. All that.
You would have to at that point. Just think about sending your kid as a rich person, sending your kid to public school.
Over.
First of all, they're about to get fucked.
They're going to meet a nigga like me, and we're going to run it up. That's what's going to happen.
Honestly, what's going to happen is you're probably going to get like 500 lawsuits from kids saying, oh, he tripped me in the hallway. Or some stupid shit. That's what's going to happen.
I didn't think about that. I was just thinking about the fights, because I know T.I.'s son got in a fight recently in the last couple months.
At school?
In public school?
I wonder if that's weird to be like a celebrity parent walking into school because your kid got in trouble.
I mean,
he probably owned the school. It's T.I. University.
You probably don't got to pay attention to the other children. And then if they even come up to you, where was you at when my son was getting punched?
You wasn't on his side.
That's some
shit on my face.
But yeah,
that's crazy, man.
A celebrity, man, a celebrity child. I can't imagine.
I think I could do it if I ever. I don't know. Let's say we start booming off the podcast and we got $100 million each and we invested it right. We was just dumb rich, dumb famous. I think I could make it. I would prefer to just be rich and not famous. Yeah. But
fuck that. I'm trying to be broke by 50. If I'm rich at 25, I'm trying to be broke at 50.
That's insane. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? That makes no sense.
That's when you need when you need your money.
I don't get that. Explain that logic.
Yeah, explain that.
You gotta spend your money, bro. You gotta spend all that shit.
Give all and that then shit what's away. Gonna happen? What's gonna happen when you're 50?
I don't know.
Fuck that.
Bro, that sounds.
It sounds like you. It sounds like you're about to get a minimum wage job at the age of 50.
Well, here's my idea. I like how what's his name's doing. The Facebook dude's doing it. He's only living on like what 1% of his income.
That's a totally opposite of what you just said, right?
It's like 1% off.
I'm confused.
So imagine, okay, I have $100 million. What's 1% of $100 million?
$1 million.
Let's say if I live off $1 million for the rest of my life, and the other $99 million I just give away like Gandhi.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He gives it away. Yeah, fuck that.
Talk about leaving a mark on the world.
Then again, bro, like when you own a multi-billion-dollar company, you get a company card. That shit's written off. Like they probably pay all your bills. Your house is owned by the company. Like you might
if you own a company, all that shit is your shit.
Well, I mean, he's got board of directors and shit. He can't use all of it, but like he's got probably like a stipend for housing, cars, travel.
He probably gets like 20 million. I was like, hey, bro, it's 20 million this year. Hold that. We'll give you like 25 next year.
He probably gets $20 million as a salary, but he also probably gets $25 million in benefits.
That is.
And he probably has his own plane, his own helicopter.
And that's benefits. I'm not paying for it. The company is.
Would you buy a yacht?
If I was rich enough.
If you had yacht money?
He clearly does.
If I had yacht money, yeah, I would. I'd take me, my kids, my everything. Yeah, every year.
How about a yacht versus a private plane?
If I had yacht money, would I get either?
Which one would you rather have? The yacht or a private plane?
Me.
I'm
going across the world.
I would probably do the yacht. I'd probably do the yacht. That way I can have family and whatnot. We could just cruise and whatnot. Just kick it. Because if everybody's on the plane, like, that means we have to go somewhere and then spend more money. Whereas everybody
that's a good thought. I like that.
Darren's spending all his money.
Yeah, you're going to be broke by 50.
Skippy.
I'm going to keep it.
Because you got to think, Darren, you got to pay for the pilot. You got to pay for the jet fuel. You got to pay for the plane maintenance. You got to pay for that shit when it's not.
Who's a captain of a boat? You got to pay for the captain.
Me? I get my own boating license.
You can get your own pilot's license. But, so what?
You're not about to fly your own.
If Ludacris just did it, I can do it.
I can go to Walmart and get a boating license in a day. You got to go through a year course.
I'm okay with that. I haven't bought the jet at that point. I'm still shopping at that point.
Oh, no. You're crazy. We won the lottery, and you got to spend $1 million today and go do something.
I have to spend how much? I have to spend how much?
$1 million.
$1 million.
That's easy.
That's not light. I got to reinvest it.
You can't spend $1 million in a day in 24 hours?
Reinvest it.
How would you spend it?
Reinvest.
Cash. You can't invest cash.
You can't invest cash. You got to spend all that shit. If you have any leftover money.
Property. I got to buy property. I got to buy things that going to remake money.
Can't buy it in cash in one day. That takes like 2 or 3 days to process, and you need a wire transfer. Cash. Come on, baby. I need cash.
I'm buying a Tesla?
That's one.
Can't buy in cash.
Why can't I buy a Tesla in cash?
In most stores only accept $9,000 tops in cash.
All right, what are you buying? Because you sound like you know what you're spending with that cash.
Bro, I've been trying to figure this out.
Because that doesn't make sense to me. To get $1 million to have to spend it in 24 hours, but every place you need credit or you need to show some type.
What I would do is I will go to jewelry stores, designer clothing stores, and outlet malls, and just buy shit.
You probably spend $200,000 at most. At that point,
why can't I buy a Tesla in cash?
You know how much you can't. They don't accept cash in places like that, bro. And
at a card place,
they run your credit. You pay with your card, your bank.
I'm telling somebody else to go buy it. I'm telling somebody else to go buy it, and then I'm just paying them cash right there. I'm like, look, thank you. Give me the
$1,000 in cash
immediately.
They're not gonna sell it to me.
You know what? They're instantly gonna think you're a fucking drug dealer.
I know they are.
Taking that money from
I'm gonna
get it from some. I'm gonna have Rob buy it with his good credit, and then I'm gonna buy it with a couple mil that I gotta get to.
That's fine. You can put $10,000 in cash down on it, yes, and then Rob can finance the rest, and then you can give Rob $10,000 in cash to pay it off. But no, it's gonna take 3 days for the bank to clear that cash to make sure it's not fraudulent, so you didn't spend that money in a day.
I've
thought about this shit.
If that's the case,
how about if I buy it online?
The only other way Asari thought about, this is not my idea. He said that you just have to hop on planes and just go places and spend dumb amounts of money. The whole day.
24 hours. Country. It takes 24 hours to get to some other countries.
Now think about it. If you have 24 hours and you're in Ohio, all right, bet. I'm on 3 hours to Cali. Buy everything in Cali.
4-hour trip.
3 hours back to New York.
That's a 7-hour trip. That's at least a 6 hour or 5 to 6 hour trip.
No, Dan, that's only 3 hours because we're flying.
Oh, you talk time zones. Wait.
Then when you go to Cali,
when you go back out to Cali, you lost another 3 hours. So when you lost that 3 hours on top of flying, so you lost at least probably 6 to 7 hours.
It's still minus 3 hours. You don't lose more hours. It's still 24 hours in a day.
The time that you spent in the air actually flying.
That is that's 3 hours.
No. You're okay.
Columbus to California is 3 hours.
But you're going backwards. By the time you get there, Like, cause bro, look, I
But
just
you're
took this trip. Listen to
the
me.
24 hours
Listen to
doesn't
me. Listen
change.
to me. We left Cincinnati at like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. We got to Cali at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. So with that same mindset, because it takes time in the air, going the opposite way, you already have that 3 hours, yes, but you also spent time in the air during that time. So let's say you go to the next time zone. It took you about an hour to get to that time zone. And then you also lost an hour. So that's 2 hours. You go to the next time zone. You just lost another hour on top of the travel to get to that.
You're not losing hours. You're not losing
You're not
hours.
gaining it.
It's 24 hours in a day. Yeah, but you're not losing it. You only lose the 3 hours that you're in the air for, that you're flying.
Yeah, that's fine. You have 21 hours left now. You're in Nevada.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about? You don't lose another 3 hours. You don't lose 6 hours in the air.
Every store you can find.
So, Darren, here's what you're doing.
To every dispensary you find, and that's how you blow this shit.
So, Darren, here's what you're doing. Here's where you're fucking up gold. You're spending 3 hours in the air, and you're saying, oh, this is the time currently in California. That's another 3 hours lost to my total of 24 hours. No, you still only lost that 3 hours.
I'm talking about when you're going back.
Your time, the time change
towards New York.
No, it doesn't matter.
So when you're going back to New York, that's another.
We're getting lost on the topic of mathematics. We can figure this out at some other point.
It's just Darren's math is just fucked up and wrong.
Look, when we figure, we can.
And this doesn't make sense
because I'm almost positive I'm right.
Darren, I can get a whiteboard and do this correctly.
Let's make the bet right now. We'll make the bet.
You don't lose 6 hours in the air. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
If you go forward and backwards, it is a total of 6 hours.
No,
total.
Yeah.
From Columbus to New York, it's from Columbus to Cali, then Cali to New York. That's 6 hours of just flying.
So then you have 18 hours left in the day to blow fuck it up.
And you're blowing money in cap.
Are we in agreement? You have 18 fucking hours.
He's talking about like 7 a.m. in Cali. That has no reference.
Bro, but let's say you get to Cali at 7 a.m., right? Look, we know it. We're gonna figure this out another time. We're on a podcast. I'm gonna leave this alone because the audience don't want to get into it. I'm good on it. I'm gonna get back into it.
They probably on my side. We had 18 hours.
Maybe when you go back, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
What's the bet? What's the bet? I'm the officiant.
He's saying that. Wait.
He's just confused about his math.
Saying. Let's say
I want to know the total hours left. Total hours left is what I want to know after going to Cali and back.
You lost so much of your day at that point.
If it's 3 hours to go to Cali and 3 hours to come back,
it's not 3 hours to come back. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's not 3 hours to come back.
Okay. That's fine. So what's the total hours left if you had 24 hours in a day?
6 hours. I'm sorry, 18 hours.
So you say 18 hours. What about you? If it takes you 3 hours to travel somewhere and 3 hours to travel back in the air. Okay. How many hours left do you have left in a 24-hour day? Because this is going to be the bet.
If you jump right back on the flight.
Yeah, let's say you jump back on the flight and it was exactly 3 hours in travel time, no other time.
It's
it
not
really
that hard,
is. Man. I'm trying to figure this out.
Because I gave you 24 hours to spend this money. It doesn't matter what time zone you're in.
Time zone does matter though. That's what I'm calculating.
It doesn't. It literally doesn't.
If I gave you 24 hours from the time I give you this bag of money,
gotcha.
It does not
let me
matter.
tell you why it does matter. Let me tell you why it does. By the time you get back to New York, what stores are open?
Bruh. All I know is I'm giving you this bag and I'm pressing start.
Darren,
when this alarm goes off,
we got other topics.
Darren,
we got other.
Hold on. I'm about to answer your question. If you arrive in LA at 7 a.m., you spend 3 hours in LA just fucking around buying shit,
That's 10 a.m. in LA officially.
And then you fly to New York. That's 3 more hours. You're gonna get back at like 1 o'clock.
With the time zones, it's not 3 hours. I get what you're saying. I get what y'all saying. No. I get what y'all saying.
Your 24 hour time period has nothing to do with
fantastic.
The time
I figured it out.
I get you.
It's just 24 hours.
I don't think nothing's open on the East Coast by the time you get back here. That's how I look at it. And then it becomes, how do you spend the money? It gotta be something
you gotta buy shit,
interesting.
bro. You gotta go to dispensaries. You gotta go to head shops. You gotta go to furniture stores. You just gotta go there and point shit out under $9,000.
Are y'all open? Are y'all open?
I swear,
100,000.
Or you gotta just
100,000 for that couch right now.
or You can go to like a bar at night when you're about to the 24 hours about to be up, and you can just buy everybody rounds. That's got to be one of the only ways to really spend $1 million, bro.
Or you can go to Drake, start buying people
though?
groceries and shit. I would do that.
You know what? There's expensive places in Vegas. I would probably just go because there's
cash.
What's the bottle? Didn't you say there's a bottle service at one place? You gotta spend a certain amount. All of that.
Yeah, you gotta spend $500 and you have to pay it on your card.
What the fuck is this world coming to?
They pre-charge your card before they give you the bottle. Yes, sir.
I respect it.
I don't like that. I feel it because it's probably just because it's $500, but you're a service. I'll pay after I get my service.
Nah, you prepaid to hold your spot and they give you your drinks.
Yeah, that's just something you can probably pull off if you're like if you're just like high
Club Dry. Club Dry where Gucci Mane was? Yes, sir.
Is that the ice? That's the ice place with the coats and no?
I don't even know. I never been in it.
My brother went to this place.
I can't afford it. I'm broke.
Spazzing on this motherfucker.
There's a couple movies that came out on Friday I want to run through. Let me know if y'all got the thumbs up or thumbs down for it. Coming to America.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Do
you want to see it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It came out on
Friday. I heard it was good, but I kind of don't.
I heard.
You don't want to see it?
I heard mixed reviews.
Is it just because of the what they call it, the sentimentalism or whatever it is, the nostalgia effect?
Bro,
you don't want to watch it.
I think it's as simple as I don't like that Hollywood remakes everything, and they rarely have anything original coming out. I don't want to just see remakes of shit.
But you know how many people wanted a second Coming to America for 20-some plus years?
Yeah, but do we really? We'll see. Well, I'll watch
wanted
it to see how good it is.
I did too.
That shit's hilarious. All right, they got the movie that your boy Pop Smoke was in, Boogie. It released on Friday. Y'all gonna check that out? Thumbs up on that one. No, you don't want to see your boy Pop in his first and last.
It's not about Pop Smoke at all. It's just the actual it's the same. It just feels kind of weird to me. It just feels kind of weird.
Same drug dealer movie, Getting Out the Hood movie.
Isn't he? It's about basketball. It's
different.
I'm not big on it. I'm just not. I feel like I've seen that same movie with, for example, what was that dance movie back in the day with Omarion and all of them? Yeah, you got started. If for some reason it gives me the same vibes, where it's like there's gonna be one dangerous person, somebody might get their ass beat, but at the end of the day, they'll still triumph. Like that, I don't know. I don't feel like it's not about Pop Smoke though. I think he probably did a great job.
Did you watch his Did you watch his show Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah, I love that movie. That show.
What's that?
Yeah, that's the Eddie Hong guy. He also did that show. It was really funny.
I mean, other people,
but it was his version of like Everybody Hates Chris.
I think it's his directorial debut too. I believe,
he directed this or that.
He directed this movie.
Bob Stone.
The other show was his you've seen Everybody Hates Chris, right? It was like that, but his
and he's Asian.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck to me. That show.
It's actually pretty funny. It's actually really funny. Look,
it's
basically like this Asian kid. It's basically this Asian kid growing up in black culture. Yeah. With his parents are like super Asian,
conservative Asian.
Yeah, super conservative Asian.
Crazy. It's funny as fuck.
Look,
you gotta watch it.
If the movie is good, I'm gonna let y'all watch it first. If the movie's good, I'm gonna give it a watch.
It has terrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, they hate everything. That's what I say. So we'll see.
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes no more though. Ever since they fucked with Dave Chappelle and gave him a bad score just because when he dropped that one special a year or two ago, I don't fuck with Rotten Tomatoes no more.
Crazy.
There's one more movie for the kids, your nephews, whatever y'all deal with, however y'all get down. Church Group, they got a show out there for the fantasy people called Chaos Walking.
What is that?
I don't have Chaos Walking. Let me see if I can find more information on it.
You said Church Group.
I don't know. Whatever people go to the movies now.
Oh, they said this shit's terrible.
They said it's terrible because the audience summary gave it 4.0.
What is it? What's it about?
It's I believe it was a book back in the day that we had to read in school.
I can read it to you if you want me real quick.
There you go. Go ahead.
In Princeton, Todd has I don't know how to pronounce that town name. Todd has been brought up to believe that the Spackle released gem that killed all the women and unleashed noise on the remaining men. After discovering a patch of silence out in the swamp, his surrogate's parents immediately tell him that he has to run, leaving him with only a map of New York and a message and many unanswered questions. He soon discovers the source of silence, a girl named Viola.
All right, so
$100 million budget.
Little background on the movie. It's based on a trilogy of books, and there's this dystopian world where women and living creatures, where there's no women, allegedly, except like this one, and they can hear each other's thoughts, and they can like stream images and words and whatnot, and that's what they call the noise. So like this one woman is just someone who crash landed on their planet, and she's like wanted by the sheriffs on a different planet. So that's how this shit starts.
Okay, so I know why this movie costs so much now too. They probably lost all their money on this shit.
It's all CGI, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about that, but they have like everybody in this movie. Tom Holland is the lead role. Daisy Ridley's in the movie. Nick Jonas is in the movie. They probably just spent all their money on actors.
They spend a lot of money on actors, but it looks fantastic. Watch a YouTube video when y'all get the chance later.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out just to watch it.
Those are my movie
suggestions. Do you guys ever just watch a movie knowing that it's going to be bad just to watch why it's going to be bad?
Borat movies, yes.
No.
The Borat movies, all the what's the dude from Halloween? What's his Mike Myers? The actual Michael Myers movies. I don't like those.
Austin Powers?
All Nicolas Cage. I don't. I gotta be like drunk to watch that movie. I'm not a huge fan of Nicolas Cage movies. Not a huge fan of Nicolas Cage.
He only has a couple.
National Treasure was dope.
I'm cool with National Treasure as a child. I enjoyed it, but I'm cool on it.
We'll spin off that then. You guys have any movies that you love that you hate watch?
Hate watch? What you mean?
I loved.
Like you don't like the movie, but you watch it all the time. There's like a thing about it that just
I hate, and I only watched it because it was on BET back in the day so much. I hate it.
Baby Boy.
Baby Boy. I grew to hate it, bro, because they showed it over and over, and I just didn't understand the hype of it. And I'm like, I get it, and it is a good movie, but it got overplayed. It was like on BET every Friday. You just be like, bro, like, come on, y'all. Like, I'm watching 106 in Park, Freestyle Friday. Then they go into that every time when I was a kid. I was like, man, this some shit.
Yeah, the only thing I say about that movie is it's probably just too damn good for BET. It's just too damn good for them to not put it on. All the time.
Bro, they had other movies. They could have put Waiting to X. Well, fuck that. I get tired of that shit too. I got tired of it.
What's the one with Nick Cannon and old girl?
That's a good movie. Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Love and Back. Was it
Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Love Don't Cost
Christine Milian.
That was a good movie. There you go.
That was a good one. I used to like that.
They had a lot of movies they could have put on there. I like I don't like the first like 3 Harry Potter movies, but I watch them all the time.
I think the Harry Potter movies are pretty solid. All of them.
I like them starting with Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, and I kind of like Prisoner of Azkaban. My favorite is Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
That's my favorite too. The tournament thing. The tournament one was my favorite too. I always think that one was really cool.
It was dope. It was the best one. But like, then again, they switched directors like 2 or 3 times in there. Like the last,
I think they did.
Because it got darker, and that's when I liked it during.
He started getting older, yeah.
And when he got it, like even the scenes were just dark and gloomy. I'm like,
it looked like they just took him out of the school mindset so much more in the later ones. Like it was like, bro, you gonna actually be in this wizarding world a lot more and see some real crazy shit besides the school.
Have you guys seen the?
You think they're gonna do a spinoff of that?
Have you guys? That's what I was about to say. Have you guys seen the newer movies?
The Grindelwald one or the
Fantastic
Beasts
and Where to Find Them?
Those are prequels, aren't they?
Yeah, those are prequels.
No,
Yeah, I want Spinner sequels. I want a sequel. Those are fantastic movies. The next one, Dumbledore's in, isn't he? Or was he in the second one?
He was already in one.
He was in the
He
second
fought-
one.
He was already in one. Yeah.
He fought the main dude.
But speaking of the sequel thing, I think I know she wrote books for sequels.
Did she?
She wrote books for Harry's son and like his adventures at Hogwarts.
That's interesting.
Oh man, who's gonna be there? Everybody died in fucking.
So if you remember that very, very end of all the Harry Potter movies, they showed his son.
Yeah, Severus Dumbledore Potter,
What the fuck his name was?
whatever. James Severus Dumbledore Potter. Like he had the longest fucking white people name.
Have you ever looked at what house you are?
Nah.
No.
That's probably the nerdiest shit I've ever done in my life. Look at what house I am.
How do you look it up?
Bro, it's just a website. You just type in what Harry Potter house I'm in, and it's a list of questions. You just figure out what house you're in based on like your personality.
With that being said,
how long is it?
How long is it?
Huh?
Yeah.
The test? The test is like 20 minutes, right. I think.
So
I think there's two tests Trey told me about. My friend Trey told me about. There's like one that's like 20 minutes, and there's like a real one which is like 100 minutes. I can find it for you.
No, I'm not that dedicated to knowing which house I'm in.
Hey, bro, that
shit
shit was fun. It was kind of fun. It would just give you like different scenarios and shit. Like, if your friends are getting fucked up, do you go help them or do you run away?
Okay.
Shit like
anybody that watched this on YouTube, watch this after, and go ahead and we'll probably try to get the link into it at the bottom of it for y'all to find out what house y'all are. Let us know what house y'all are in the comments.
I better be Slytherin because I'm doing this shit.
I'm Hufflepuff. I feel like it. Hufflepuff.
Lame.
Hufflepuff.
Lame.
That sounds crazy. You sound like a Hufflepuff.
In the movies, they didn't even really talk about them that much, did they? Like any other?
No, they only talked about the main two. For example,
did
Slytherin and what was the other one?
Yeah, Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
It was Hufflepuff and what was the other one?
Oh no, they had Ravenclaw. They had Ravenclaw. Yeah. That was just because of the diadem, the diadem. How you say it? The jewelry. There you go.
The hat?
No, the little necklace that was the Horcrux they had to kill. The Ravenclaw diadem, or diadem. Whatever English word they use. You see the last movie?
That's what it's
bro.
like.
That's just a blur. So here's the thing: when I watch the Harry Potter movies, I binge watch them all.
Ooh,
sheesh.
So some of that shit's kind of a blur to me.
That's real dedication.
No, it was easy though. I was watching like 2-3 movies at a time, so I got through them pretty quick.
Bro, that's like 3 hours a sitting.
At least.
It's great though. I don't know. I love binge watching shit.
No, I don't.
All right,
you want to wrap this up?
Wrap us up real quick. Wait. What you looking up, LA? Hold up before we.
Hold on. They have Tom Riddle's diary, which they killed with the basilisk. They had Marvalo Gaunt's ring, who I think was in the Grindelwald thing, right? Marvalo was the bad guy.
That sounds familiar.
They had Salazar Slytherin's locket, Helga Hufflepuff's cup, Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem. I don't know how to say the word, but this is how you spell it. I'm putting the link in the chat. Y'all can say it right for me. Boom, baby. Diadem or diadem. That was the shit I was talking about.
Diadem? That's what it looked like.
I don't know how to say it.
Bro, I might have to go back and watch those movies. I've been rewatching a lot of shit lately. I might have to go back and rewatch.
Wrap us up real quick, Rob.
All right. Outro. Thank you for listening to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co-host, Darren in LA. We appreciate you guys listening. Please come subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on Instagram and Facebook. All the links are down in the description below. We appreciate you guys listening to us. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye.